Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? Happy Sunday. What's going on? Yeah, we're listening to the sweet sounds of Tim Roberts playing to Lori's Mishmash Challenge. We all know the song. We all know the music. It's very famous, as you know. And I'm gonna try to get around to doing a challenge like that someday soon. So little time, so much fun to be had. Anyway, we got Roxy up in the corner over there. You see that? That means no more duck. Roxy's now the duck. She's the bird of choice. Thank you, everyone, for coming. If you're here or if you're coming to be here on the Music Therapy Laz Mods Squad show, Guitar Mod Squad, where we're learning all about modding guitars, right? Because I'm learning, and I hope you are too. Why am I wearing this old San Francisco Giants hat? Yeah, I'm supporting my San Francisco Giants. I got to wear the championship hat, right? That's right. That's right. Got to wear the championships hat, and I'm also wearing my Fender Custom Shop shirt because I've got a very special reveal of sorts. I think you guys might have guessed by the thumbnail what it might be, right? Let me pull up the chat here because I'm on StreamYard view. Got to say hello to the peeps in the chat, whoever might be there. Hopefully there's a bunch of you. Hey, there's Johnny. What's up, dude? Hey now. Dude, yeah, I had to come in and say hi to you on your Twitch stream last night. Johnny Bean's just all over the interwebs lately. He was on Twitch last night streaming his what do you call it? Their game, that Grand Theft Auto GTR. Anyway, Janice was in to pop in to say hello. I don't know who else is here. We got only one person watching right now, but hopefully more people join because yeah, I have a little special treat for you all, but I'll wait for more people to show up before I reveal that. It's a G&L ASAT Tribute guitar. It's a really cool Telecaster Thinline style body guitar that Leo Fender designed and was building the Fullerton models out of the Fullerton G&L factory early on. Now they're being made in Indonesia, and as we all know by now, they're making some quality instruments out of Indonesia. I've got at least two up on the wall right behind me. They're both black and white. As a matter of fact, there's that one, and then there's that one. They're both made in Indonesia. One's the Schecter, the Fakey Frankie, and then we've got the Flying V. That's the Epiphone Richie Faulkner Flying V, made in Indonesia as well. Excellent guitars, and I'm not sure if the blue D'Angelico here is made in Indonesia or Korea. Let me check. Gotta check that. Let's see. Oh, I pulled the stickers off already. Well, it's hard to tell without the little sticker on there. Maybe inside the F hole it says where it's made. Yeah, it just says D'Angelico, New York, the Deluxe, the DC Deluxe, right? DC SP Special, probably what that means. Anyway, I think this one's also made either in Indonesia or Korea, but I'm thinking Indonesia. Anyway, really quality stuff coming out of there. Just as good as the Korean stuff, if you ask me. Hey, Blackjack Guitars in the house. What's up, dude? Yeah, man. Chatsters in the chat. What's going on? So, yeah, it was a really busy week. If some of you had followed me or followed other channels and see me in the chats there or talking, you know, I stepped again into some big shoes of Jay Hennon's big shoes. Stepped into his big shoes on Friday with Johnny for his show. Hey, the Lamb is here. The Lamb. What's happening, dude? Yeah, finally I started the show on time, right? No one's here because they're like, Laz is going to start late. By the way, yeah, I ate all of those gummy bears on Johnny's show, and now I'm using a little plastic box as a parts holder for when I'm doing whatever mod. So I'm still working on the nut for that this thing. I still got some more work to do on the Gretsch, but I thought I would do a quick easy mod on this one Telecaster. Well, it's not an actual Telecaster, but it's a T-style guitar. I don't know if Fender is allowed. Leo Fender through G&L, is he allowed to call it a Telecaster? Because Fender probably owns the Telecaster name as well when he sold that, right? So it's called a Bluesboy. It's a ASAT, or what Phil McKnight will sometimes call an asshat. ASAT. They should have called it an AT-AT, so they could have been Star Wars friendly. Anyway, yeah, you were up till 4. See, I knew it. See, dude, I cannot do that. I can't do the games with you, man. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Oh, Janice says she has no time to watch, but we'll try to catch the replay. Janice, you rock. You're the rockinest. First person in. Pop in to say hi. And I guess I was kind of on time, right? I think I was close to on time. Within 5-10 minutes. That's, what do they call that? That's reasonably on time, or socially, what do they call it when you go out to a dinner party and you don't show up right on time? You come a little bit later, which is acceptable, and it's kind of almost expected. Anyway, I forget the terminology. Still working on my second cup of coffee here on a Sunday. That's right. Got my That Pedal show with keeping me up in the morning, getting me up in the morning. Johnny, you should be sleeping, man. Shouldn't be here. You should be sleeping. Chickens probably woke you up, right? That's the thing about chickens. Hey, Half-Ace, what's up, dude? Yeah, those chickens will wake you up, man. Hey, we got Wally Groove Cricket in the house too. Gotta love the G&Ls. Yeah, I can't wait to reveal the G&L. So there's a story behind that too, which is very cool. Fashionably late. Thank you, Blackjack Guitar. A man of obvious charm and obvious class. Blackjack Guitar. He knows. Yeah, let me show you guys the shirt. So, once in a while, if you peruse, browse, if you want to call it that, the clearance items on Sweetwater or AMS or Pro Audio, Star, or any of these, online retailers, sometimes you'll find things like this shirt for, it's like deep discount, right? Normally these things are like $70-$80 or something, right? But I probably got this for like 25 or 30. But yeah, check it out. Displaying, representing, and then underneath, of course, so that my heart is true. I got the Hurley. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting it's backwards. The Hurley Fender, life gear. Whatever. That's my pajama top, actually. They're 100% cotton, super, super comfy. Very, they breathe really well, keep you cool. Anyway, so yeah. So as I was demonstrating before, I've got all my bourbon gummy bears are gone. The other box of gummy bears, I was going to send it to Brendan B. Squared. But dude, if you want those gummy bears, you're going to have to respond to my email so I can have you build my Bumblebee cigar box guitar that will go along with this. That's right. That's right. I won the Show Me Your Pick cigar box amplifier. You guys want to hear it? I can plug the G&L into this. It's got the battery installed. It's got the on-off switch right here. And it's even got a slide, which is actually a piece of copper plumber's tubing, plumber's pipe. But hey, it works. So yeah, we've got that battery already inside, so we don't even have to plug that in. And what else? So I guess once we get to around 10 people in the chat, I will open up the G&L guitar and slap on a little part into that thing that I should have handy right here somewhere. I got a box of parts. I got all kinds of parts around here, but yeah, somewhere around here, I will have the string tree that I want to put onto that thing. And as a matter of fact, yeah, I already took that one off. So as a matter of fact, it should be here. I should have one handy inside my handy dandy little guitar maintenance little thing here. I have all kinds of little parts in here. Yeah, I'm gonna need this tomorrow. Some nut file nut slot files. Where did I put that? It's gonna be in here somewhere. So I've got, you know, the T style, I call them. I don't know what they're really called, but the T style roller style, I guess you could call it. It's not really a roller ball kind of style, but it's a T style string tree. Gotta have it here somewhere. Oh, by the way, these are really cool to have. You see these, like, people use them for camping, right? It's like camper kind of light. But these are also great when you're working on your guitar, right? You can, like, put it on your head. You can adjust it, obviously, to the right setting, and then you can work on your guitar, and, you know, you got the light right on there. It's kind of nice. Comes in handy for that kind of stuff too. So I always have this in my little repair box, or whatever you want to call my maintenance box here, just in case, you know, I take this with me when I go out on a gig, because you know, if you're trying to look at something that's on your pedal board or do something like that, you want to be able to see, right? Hey, Kurt, what's up, dude? You got to come back on the show. you gotta walk me through some of the things I got to do with that Stratocaster over there. The super duper Strat. Pardon me. I always get a little stuffy nosed in the morning. I don't know what it is. Every morning. So anyway, that part will be here somewhere. So by the time we get another few people in here, these are all just strings. And I'll probably change the strings on that G&L as well, because looking at that picture, I'm sure you were able to see. Looking at that picture, we're almost there. 9 people in the chat. Looking at that picture, you could tell that the strings are old on the thumbnail. If you looked at that, let's see. We got some pots in here. We got some Borns pots. We got some Rhinem pickups in here. We got that for that Strat I got to do. Tessie switch stuff. All kinds of cool stuff in this little box of goodies. Got some more orange drop type treble bleed stuff. But yeah, it might be in another box. It might be in that box over there. Oh yeah, and then I'm also going to be installing this. This is another great mod to put on your Strat. The switch lock. That's right. Got to get yourself a switch lock, people. Oh, I got my. Oh, what's that? Okay, that's a Tessie Switch Gamer thing. So maybe I'll pull everything out of here. Let me pull it all out of here. It might be easier. More Borns pots. I don't know what these are. Oh, these are some kind of tension springs. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here, if you know what I mean. Handy dandy little wire cutters. Yeah, but what I was looking for is actually not in here. Oh, by the way, I also have a black Tele style pick guard, but I don't know if I'm going to use that, because I'd rather have a humbucker in the neck position. So yeah, I don't think it's I don't think those parts are here. I'm going to put that away. See, preparation, right, Laz? I came unprepared for the show, as usual. Trying to do too many things, but you know, I do get things done eventually. Eventually. So what do we got? Who do we got here? People are saying hi to each other. Yeah, Dave Ellison did worse than blow his nose, right? By the way, I had a really, really great time, fun time with Johnny Bean on his show Friday on the Talking Van Halen show, the Van Halen show. I filled the big shoes of Jay Hennon, and then after Johnny went on StreamYard, he went on Twitch using the Discord, and I went and chatted with him real quick, hello and good night. And they were up till 4 a.m. He's like, come join us, have fun, get games. I'm like, no, I want to sleep. And as I surmised, they were up till 4 a.m. playing GTR. So yeah, Wally Groove Cricket, yeah, dude, yeah. The G&Ls are really, really great guitars, especially for the money. Preparation H. Ew, I don't know what that's all about, but it probably sounds like something that might have something to do with, let me see, where is that? Nope. There we go. Gotta flush that Preparation H stuff. Anyway, so I still have to, I'm gonna probably buy some proper nut files so I can do the nut filing of replacing this G&L, this original plastic nut that came in the Gretsch with this bone one that I bought at Guitar Center. I think, did I buy it? No, I bought this at Jams Music in Dublin, California. That's right, I was in Jams. Brian, their tech over there, hooked me up. So I don't know if I can get this to focus. So it's kind of pre-slotted, but obviously you want to, fine tune that, the height and all. So, I guess I could do it the Phil McKnight way, where you put a piece of the, you have the string into the, creased piece of 400 grit or 600 grit sandpaper and just do it that way. And then that way you're actually probably getting a perfect nut slot, but it's kind of hard to hold that. I'm thinking about cutting the piece of string about that long and putting it into the crease of the paper and trying that out first. I also have these cheap nut files that you buy on Amazon or whatever, right? And I could do it that way too. But these are pretty cheap. I don't know how good they're gonna work on this real bone nut here. So yeah, let me pull out. Yeah, I guess we got people coming and going. Let me go ahead and pull out the G&L so you guys have something to look at, something of interest. I'm not just blabbing on over here all the time, right? Let me grab that. So this came to me by my sister's boyfriend, and he's the guy who got me into NAMM the first time around. Real good guy, Tom. And it came with this as well. So you notice that this has a humbucker in the neck position type setup for this Tele style guitar. It also came with this nice little Kaiser capo, or capo as they say in Italia. And then what else? Nothing else here. Okay, so let's do a reveal of this thing. So he's letting me borrow this. It's kind of collateral, if you know what I mean, for a little while. And I'm going to actually set it up as this used to be his dad's. And I'm actually going to set this up as a slide guitar. Check it out. Nice, huh? It's in pristine condition. Really, there's a few little tiny scratches on it. The back of the neck is kind of a satin finish. If you can see the difference between the gloss on the body and the neck, has a little bit of something on it, but it's more satin. And it has that style string tree on it, which is okay. It's better than that C clampy kind of looking style one, but well, it pretty much is that kind of a style in a way. Yeah, it's the old school style, So I'm going to replace that real quick. But yeah, this is the Bluesboy ASAT Tribute, solid ash body it has a couple sound chambers in it somewhere. I read up on it a little bit. It still has this on there, so we're probably going to go ahead and remove that. I'm assuming it just pops off. Ta-da! That's the ashtray, right? And then look at how they decided to do the saddles on these Bluesboys, these ASATs. Yeah, they're individual brass saddles. So you still get that brass saddle thing, but instead of having the intonation problems that you would have typically with standard kind of old school, right, Tele. And I like it with this just solid black one piece, not 3-ply, but 1-ply or whatever you call it, just no ply. It would have been nicer if the gap between the the bridge tray or whatever you want to call that wasn't so wide. If like that pick guard went all the way onto it, but it's cool. It's all right. So has an Alnico 5 style humbucker in it. I forget the exact type of humbucker. It's like a special one that Leo designed. And this is what he considered his, hey, Adam D, what's up? This is in Rax Effects, my bud, what's up? What's happening? It's what apparently he considered the final iteration of the Telecaster in his mind. The Bluesboy, they call it, instead of a Tele. Right? And, I can get used to that headstock. It doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, and they do have Fullerton manufactured versions of these, which are way more expensive, probably by double the price of these. But these things go for around $500-600, depending on where you can find them online. Brand new, by the way. Yeah, and real nice. Look at that back. Very well pieced. It almost looks like a solid one piece, but it's not. You can see right here is one of the where it's pieced, and then over here, right? But it almost looks like a solid back the way they match the grain, right? Really, really nicely done. Actually, I think, does it have another piece there too? No. Yeah, 3-piece. God, it's hard to even tell, but yeah, you can see it right there. But it's really nicely done. So string through, of course. It doesn't have, that kind of shaved off corner here. That's kind of nice to have, but nice. And I like, I think they're using some type of rosewood on here. I've heard some of the newer ones are coming with some type of a cherry wood, but this is, I think, the good old rosewood, but not the higher quality kind. It almost looks like Pau Ferro, which I have on the other guitar. Where is it? It's over here. That one. That's a Pau Ferro. It looks pretty good. I don't know what kind of nut this is. It's got some aging to it, so I don't know if that means it's plastic and it's just gotten brown. Doesn't smell like smoke, so I don't know what turned it brown, but I doubt it's a bone nut. But I understand. I think I understand them to be plastic, and I can feel that it's not perfectly, right here. It's not perfectly flush, so I'll probably pop that out eventually and put in a bone nut or a Graphic nut or something like that. So speaking of all this mod stuff, let's go ahead and do this simple mod on this thing, right? So actually the strings are in pretty decent condition, so maybe I won't need to change them. So I'm just going to loosen, and I'm just going to do it by hand. I'm not going to torture you guys with the, what do they call that thing? The, excuse me. Hey, Nelson Rodriguez is in the chat too. What's up? I'm not going to torture you guys with the peg winder because that thing's so noisy. Just do it by hand. Should I show you guys what I'm doing? You really need to see. I can lean this down. Let me do that. Da, 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 da. So here we go. So I'm just going to loosen these enough to where I can just pop it out of there carefully. There we go. There we go. All right, got my handy dandy little screwdriver. Ooh, careful, Laz. Pull that puppy right off there. Super simple mod, and I don't know why they still even make these things. I mean, why have this? Why? When nowadays, you can have a lot less point of contact kind of string tree. So I'm going to throw this into, you know what? I'll throw it into this little bag right here. I like to keep all the parts of stuff. And I'm going to throw this right back into its into its gig bag, and that way it never gets lost, and it's always going to have the original. Now, if I knew how to set up a poll on the show, like what Johnny Bean does, he does all these like polls and all these fun things, right? If I knew how to set up a poll, I would do a poll for you guys, asking you. I would ask you guys, should I put the tortoise shell pickguard on there or leave it with the black? But, by the way, more guitar parts, miscellaneous stuff. But, oh yeah, here it is. There's the Tusk style one. Or, you guys tell me, what do you want? Should I put that on there, or should I put on, where is it? No. Got some really nice Persil locking tuners too. I don't know if they would fit on there, but that would be cool to put on. Let's see. More part. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Genuine Fender parts, and I don't know if you can see that. The T-style, right? So I'm just going to pop this open. So I figured I'd just put this in place of that other one. So let's go ahead and pull out the screw. There we go. Shouldn't have torn this off. Anyway, whatever, it'll be fine in here. It will be fine. Oh, and I've got some of these too. So I'll probably put these on too. So this is also another very good mod to do to your guitar. Simple mods. These are simple mods today, right? These are the Shaler. I always call them Shaler. I guess they could be Shaler S-type locks. Let's go ahead and pop those open, because these are great to put on in place of these. I'm going to go ahead and put this box away. Put in place of these, right? Because all my guitars all have the Shaler style locking strap locks. Let me put this back in the box. I'm not going to use that on this. Put that away too. So, you know, super simple, right? Let me go ahead and move this over here so you guys can see a little better. Can you see that all right? So here's that little hole right there, right? This is going to fit right on there. I'm going to go ahead and put the screw into it first. Right. There we go. And I guess you could put it either forward toward the nut. So if you know what I mean, you could either go, you know, directionally toward the nut or away from the nut. You know, how do I have it on my other guitar? I have it away from the nut. That would make sense. That way it's not too much stress downward on here, but just enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in there like that. Just get it started very carefully, because I don't want to slip and have the tip of the screwdriver hit the headstock. There we go. And you want it to be nice and straight. Now you could, of course, put a little piece of toothpick or something in there if you want to make sure that it's, but it feels pretty tight to me. I think it's fine. So that's it. Super simple mod, right? I'm going to slip the strings underneath it there. I'm going to grab my headstock tuner and tune this baby up. Make sure this is in the nut slot there. There we go. Ooh, I noticed that this is loose. So it's another good thing to always do, obviously, when you are, you know, doing any mods to your guitar, is have one of these tools handy. Where'd it go? Here it is. Anytime you're doing any maintenance mods or whatever, have one of these ESP tools handy. They come in very handy for something like this. Notice that puppy is jiggling away no good. So just carefully tighten your tuning keys, little, and you can slip this underneath the strings there. Make sure all of them are tight. This one's loose. You don't have to super tighten them, but just make sure that they're not loosey-goosey. That one too. That one's pretty tight. That one's all right. So yeah, I have to tighten 3 of them. And this top one here, the E string was totally loose. So let's get that wound up. So whoever strung these up didn't do a good job. I might change the strings out just because of that. Maybe on tonight's Johnny Bean's string changing show, right, Johnny? Are you still there? Go check that out, you guys. I think Michael B is going to be in the house again doing another string change. Pretty easy to do this. And if you've ever worked at a music store, you're going crazy right now, right? Close enough for... My wife's talking to her mom on the phone, and she's always got to yell because her mom's hard of hearing. So if you can hear her in the background there, sorry. It is what it is. Yeah. So there we go. String tree installed, and lot less friction issues / tuning instability issues. The nut looks okay, but it doesn't look like he has anything in there, like any kind of graphite or nut saucy stuff. So I might change that nut out as well. I have one of the Graphtec ones. I don't know if I should use that on here. Maybe I should. I could change this out with the Graphtec one. And but originally I think I was planning to put it on that guitar, that Telecaster up there. Should I show you? Sorry about the noise here. So let me grab that Tele, the other Tele I have. So I've got this Tele over here. And this is the one I won at Guitar Center, the one that we went to with Johnny, where he threw up on Friday night show me playing a set of electronic drums. I won this. This was their grand prize in the raffle drawing that night. Took my friend Nick, who you might have seen on a show or two, to buy him a guitar because the one he was using was not in good shape and not playable. And so I bought him a Squier guitar, and then we went outside for the raffle. They called the last thing, and then we were going to go back inside because we hadn't won. And then they said, "Oh, we're just kidding. We have one real big last prize. It's just, Telecaster." So this is the Deluxe Plus model, made in China, but so well made that Fender decided to stick their Fender logo on it, not the Squier logo. And as you guys know, these have this really cool, setup. They call it like a Nashville style setup where you have, it's a studio kind of does it all kind of Tele, right? It's got your humbucker in the bridge. You got your middle pickup, Strat style, and then Tele style neck pickup. And then you've got, this switch here, which is not a 3-way, but a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this splits the humbucker. Cool, right? I believe. Now, I might want to rewire this thing, and I might even switch the plate upside down and set this up kind of like how, what's his name? Jay Leonard J does it. He also installs this no screws, no damage to your body type Bigsby tremolo on his guitars too, which is cool. But this has a nice, old classic kind of, bridge there, Strat style bridge. But it's a really nice pine body. Like the original Telecasters came pine first. The original, what they wanted to call broadcasters, right? But then they couldn't call it broadcaster because Gretsch had, I think it's a set of drums called the broadcaster, so they call it Tele, because that's when televisions were coming out, and everything was trying to be cool, either space or space race or TV related or whatever, like TV yellow. A color TV yellow is actually to make the guitar look more white on TV, because I think the white ones look different, look grayish or something. I don't know what it was. So they made that yellow color to make it look better on TV back then. So anyway, yeah, it's a very cool guitar, but there are a few mods I'm planning to do on this as well. But I didn't want to set that one up as a slide guitar, mainly because I don't want to mess up the nice ebony fretboard of that thing, right? Whereas this has the rosewood, and I'm not so worried about, say, messing up the edges here if I'm running it against here with the slide, you know, because it's rosewood. So it probably wouldn't even hurt to have it, you know, softened around the edges a bit. And yeah, by the way, these frets, not a major amount of fret sprout, but, you know, enough to where would not pass the Phil McKnight pantyhose test. That's for sure. So good info. Thank you, Johnny. So I don't know if you want me on. Hey, what's happening? Will's in the house, the dreamer. Sorry I didn't respond to you last night, dude. I got in a little trouble. So yesterday was a no YouTube day. And then at the end of the night, before going to bed, things finally settled down here. and I was able to make up, you know, with my wife. And yeah, if you want to see what I'm talking about, go watch Johnny's Friday show if you haven't seen it yet. And it was a blast. But yeah, I got in a little trouble because I didn't follow through with my promises of making a wonderful Friday meal for her, and she didn't have lunch Friday. So that's why I really got in trouble. So sometimes I'll try to take on too much. I also ran off to help a friend of mine who's I know how to do a lot of home remodeling. So there's a friend of mine, Heather, who's the mom of that kid Nick, by the way. He's 20 something years old. That kid Nick, he's 20. His mom set me and Lidani up, so I kind of owe her for the rest of my life for setting me up with Lidani, right, my sweetie. So the bottom line is her faucet in her kitchen like blew up. Whatever, it was the valve. It wasn't even a seal or something, the whole valve. So she had to buy a whole new assembly, and so she needed someone to put it in. But it's one of those funky ones that have all kinds of connections and weights and stuff for like a handle pop off hose, kind of almost looks like an industrial kind with that springy looking kind of top thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you watch any cooking shows, you'll know what I mean. So yeah, I had to run out there and help her with that in the afternoon. So I was late getting back home, and I didn't have enough time to cook dinner. And then on top of that, I thought, okay, last minute I can at least throw the steak on for her because there's already ready-made, you know, salad in the fridge and all that kind of stuff. She can have steak and salad. And I had bottled wine and all that. So I turned the grill on to heat it up. But then I'm trying to get the computer and everything all set up over here, and everything was not, I couldn't find the plug. You know, it's always something, right? I really, 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 really need to spend enough time in the studio here to set everything up so I can just walk in and turn things on and do it, you know. But it's always set up. It's always setting up things right before every show. And I'm close to that point. I'm very, very close to that point. But the bottom line is that, yeah, I left the grill on during the entire show until that moment when I told Johnny, dude, I just remembered I had to do something that I left on. It's kind of really, I mean, he's like, oh, man. And I'm like, no, it's kind of an emergency, man. Got to go take care of it. And I had to go run out there and turn the grill off. And as I'm passing by, you know, she's eating the dinner that she made for herself, starving, right? Yeah, the grill. That's right. Well, you know, it would be fine. It's out there cooking. It's a covered grill, you know, but the gas was burning for an hour and a half for nothing. So I was in the doghouse all day yesterday, making it up to her. I made it up to her last night with a wonderful meal. And then I started with a wonderful breakfast yesterday morning. I promised not to be on YouTube at all day, you know, because I'm always in my phone saying hi to people and whatnot. And even if I can't be in a chat, I'll try to lurk. But she wasn't having it. She's like, I was not going to take any chances yesterday. So I just stayed off YouTube for an entire day. And bottom line, the look that she gave me as I was walking by, you know, coming from the grill. I'm like, sorry, I left the grill on. I got to go. And she just gave me this look, and it was like, you know, You know, the look that kills that Motley Crue sings about. She's got the look that kills. That's a good song. Anyway, should I plug this in? Should I tune it first? Let me tune it first. I know. I have the, I do have the jazz chorus. You guys want to hear this thing clean through a jazz chorus with that, the JC90 that I have? Let's do that. Let me turn that on. It's a little fuzzy sounding. Well, let's do that one. Yeah, I can hear the fuzz coming through. I might want to take this into a tech and have them work on it. So, Johnny, if you know a good amp tech that's got some time to, go through get an amp and like clean up all its pots and do all that kind of stuff, that would be cool. Let me see. Where it is? I haven't played this in so long, I don't even know where the volume's at. All right, there we go. That's good. Let's plug her in. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the strap locks, but I don't need to do that now. You guys don't need to see me install strap locks, do you? Hope not. All right, let's put it in the bridge position. It's going to be a little loud. How's that? Is that a little too loud? Let's turn on the I'm still gonna make my invention for these things. I'm gonna have this like little thing that goes over these, that has a little spot in the back, so you can push the button on and off, and have a little spot on the sides for the buttons. But I'm gonna make what I call headstock tuner cozies, and I'm gonna also make headless guitar headstock cozies that you can slip over the top of a headless guitar, so it looks like it has a headstock on it. I'm going to make them out of a siliconized rubber that'll fit over the headstock, the fake headstock thing. So I'll hold it in position, and then the top will have some kind of foam that will be a shape of something, like a headstock or like a Roxy. I want to do a Roxy. I want to do a little Roxy. The first ones I'm going to make are little green Roxy foam cozies that you slip over a headstock tuner like this. Hey, look at that. Right out of the bag. So that's about a hardtail guitar, right? The infamous G. Well, these strings are worn in, so they haven't been removed. Okay, so that's the JC90. How does that sound? Here's the neck. Tones all the way at 10. Middle position. It's sharp. Is it loud? And the bridge. It's probably a little loud, right? Let me give you guys a little bit of something. Here's the famous jazz chorus. Oops, I keep touching the table with my feet and I keep shaking the camera. Here's that famous jazz chorus sound. Give it a little more of this, a little less treble, less bass. There you go. Should be all right about there. Had the depth on the chorus a little bit too. How does that sound? Not enough? Let's give a little less on the rate. nice, right? These pickups sound nice. Should have cut my nails. Oh, Jesus. Look how long my nails are. Way too long for playing guitar. Keep bottoming out. Here you go, Johnny. Do you remember this song, Johnny? Ooh. Anyway, sounds great, man. I know I'm pushing too hard. I know. This thing. Anyway, so what do you guys think? Johnny says, I filmed a video back in 2009 with long nails, and I'm still hearing about it in the comments, right? Dude, it's like Guitar 101. Anyway, let me pull this headstock thing off of here. So, yeah, no kidding, right? I mean, yeah. It's a no-no. It's definitely a no-no. So, what do you guys think of this guitar, man? I think I'm going to leave the black pick guard on there. I dig it. You know, I'm probably going to polish the frets up a bit. They're not that bad, really. It's not in bad, yeah, not in bad shape. I think it's a fairly new model. I got to check out by the serial number when his dad bought this, my sister's boyfriend, Tom, when he bought it. But, you know, it's a made in Indonesia one. So these things go for around $500, $600, depending if you get a deal or not. But the tones are nice indeed, right? You know the song. Anyway, what do you think, man? So that's basically the mods outside of. Should I put these thingies on here? I should, right? Let me turn the volume down. You guys want to hear it through like a more gritty amp, something with a little more Yeah, nice clean tone, right? Okay, Rax Effects is gone. Say goodbye to him. Who else is saying some things? Let me go ahead and turn this one off real quick, or just turn the volume down. We'll pull this out of here. I'm going to plug into this puppy. Oh, yeah. Why is it buzzing? It shouldn't be buzzing. Okay. That's probably why. The volume, the gain is all the way cranked. That's why. Anyway, so that's my Blackstar HT20. I think I got some of this stuff here a little bit. Little loud, maybe. Grab a pick. Yeah, man. Cheers, Blackjack Guitar. Looks like we're up against it, right? 6 minutes to Mike's show. Let me see. Anyone else has any questions? No, nice clean tone, right? Sounds good, right? Sounds good to me, man. Anyway, I got to learn how to do lead stuff too. Oh, anyone else? So I think that's it. Are we going to call it early? We're 52 minutes into the show. What else do people have something to say here? Play Walk on the Moon. I need to learn that song, dude. You forget I was a keyboardist. I don't know a lot of guitar songs. Oops. What am I doing? That's not a D. Oops. This is the neck. I should have cut my nail, dang it. There you go. So much fun. So much fun to be had. That's right. CGS is about to go on. So everybody go over, check out China Mike. Give him a Roxy raid if you know what that's all about. You just write Roxy raid into his chat. Then he'll know that you're coming from this channel. And me and Mike are friends. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Guitar Mod Squad. Simple mod today. Just, I guess I call it the American professional or pro style, T style string tree change. And then I'm going to be popping these Shaler, whatever, locking. I guess they're strap locks. Hey, Dale, what's up? Nelson, what's up? Yeah, man, digging it, right? I like Tele sound. I like the sound of the Telecaster. And apparently those neck pickups are really, really cool too. So, you know, dial it in real nice with a really creamy kind of like woman tone or whatever, because you got that humbucker in there. It gives you can get that kind of tone out of that. So a lot of fun. And yeah, rock on, everybody. Music Therapy Laz here, reminding you all the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from the heart. Put them together with sometimes tools. You know, all kinds of tools and stuff that you can, like, you know, improve your guitar's tone with. Bone nuts instead of plastic ones. Listen to the difference in the sound. Check this out. Listen to the sound difference. Plastic nut, bone nut. So versus, right? This is plinkier. This is heavier sounding. You can feel the density difference. Anyway, put all that stuff together, make some music with it, put it on YouTube or wherever, rock out with your friends. Just jam out in your bedroom like me if that's all you got. And rock on until next time. Music Therapy Laz signing out. Have a good one. I'm taking my wife to a special lunch because she deserves it. Lamar, check it out, in San Francisco. Peruvian style cuisine at its highest level. So yeah, it's going to cost a little of that. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you tonight on String Change at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's right, Johnny. Jump in there. I'll jump in, dude. I'll jump in and, you know, maybe I'll change the strings on that guitar, or I'll change the strings on one of the other ones. Now we'll see. Not one of the Floyd ones. Preferably one of the hardtail ones. And maybe this Tele would be a good one to change it up on. So yeah, man, I'll see you guys later. Rock on. Thanks for coming. Ciao.